Kick is up, has the accuracy, and it is good. Jake Bates throwing right side, and it's going to be intercepted. Return past the 15, past the 20, out past the 30. Has space down the sideline. 40, 35, 30. And he is gone. A pick six for Houston. Snap good, hold good, kick up. And it is straight down the middle. Looking to throw, rolls out right. Throws end zone. Touchdown San Antonio. Cody Latimer alone in the end zone. They take a 1-point lead with 3 seconds left. 52-yarder, left hash for the win. Snap good, hold good, kick up, and it's drilled. Miami escapes week 1 with the win. Jason Sanders is looking to throw. Pass right side, wide open. Touchdown Drake London. Touchdown Drake London. Atlanta has tied this game and are an extra point away from taking the lead. Needing the 12-yard line. Handoff, Robinson left side. And going to be stuffed. A loss of 4, maybe 5 on the play. And with 50 seconds to go, the Chiefs have the ball. And most likely that does it. Ball on the 17.5-yard line. Looking to throw. Stepping up, throwing for the end zone. And caught. Touchdown Green Bay. Dontavian Wicks. 56 seconds to play. The Packers are within 3. 6:17 to play in overtime. Tua shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the right, bunched up. Tua to throw. Has time. Plenty of time. Pass. End zone, left side. Jonnu Smith. Touchdown Miami. They're gonna win. Let's go, baby. Here, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Gonna send Smith in motion. Toss left side for Saquon Barkley. Good blocking and room to run. Pass midfield, spinning his way. Pass to 35 to 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and the Eagles respond instantly. Saquon Barkley. Oh my, making his presence felt. 1 play, 60 yards, 3rd and 9 from the 35. Mahomes looking to throw. Quick pass left side, caught by Piron. Has room to run. First down and more. Down to about the 17. And he stays in bounds. That will do it. The Kansas City Chiefs have escaped the Bills and have punched their ticket. Hello, everybody, and welcome on in. The 1 seed, the NFC West champion, going to be decided in 3 hours of time, as this game is going to be fantastic. Hopefully, it's the Seahawks. It's the 49ers. The 49ers are wearing their rivalries uniforms, otherwise known as their faithful uniforms. And this should be a good one. How's everyone doing? This should be a good one. I very quickly ate some food right before this, as it did not arrive until like 10 minutes before going live, so that was fun. Yeah, we are here. Week 18 continues. How's everyone doing? Kickoff moments away from Santa Clara, California. Nice, yeah. I had a slice of pizza and some garlic knots from like a new place that opened up nearby. It was good. Probably would taste better if I did not need to scarf it down in 10 minutes, but to each their own. But yep. They're doing a ceremony for the 250 years of the US, even though they probably should wait for the start of the new season for that to happen, since that would be the proper 200 whatever. I'm being pedantic with it. Panic pizza can hit different. Also, it's different in multiple ways. Probably the better way to put it. I will say, like, having to do all that real quick definitely did give me some more energy and some more adrenaline for this game. I mean, they could. I mean, that's more so probably just something that they'll do that you probably should have done. Do you do it week 1? and then you kind of just like, have a patch being worn the rest of the season for it, because like it's not technically 250 years yet. That's not till July. We're still at 249. But again, that's being very, 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 very pedantic with it and very specific. But yep, kickoff moments away. I completely forgot that they were playing today as well. What is that free throw? Nah, hold on. UCF's basketball is playing Kansas right now, and holy shit, what is this free throw? Look at sports if you're interested, T Fox. That's an abhorrent free throw shot. What the hell? How's that game unfolding right now? I mean, actually, it's ended by now, I would imagine. Hey, UCF got the win. Oh hell, it's gonna be a good season for you. Okay, I gotta go to a game now. Holy shit, they actually beat Kansas. Oh yeah, I have no idea what that free throw was. It was terrible. You see, they actually managed to beat Kansas. When's the next game? Can't go to that one. Can't go to that one. There's one I can go to, probably, maybe. Probably not, though. I hate how basketball scheduling is set up sometimes. There we go. That's one I can go to more safely. We'll see how they are by then. Yeah, they actually managed to beat Kansas. That's impressive. Okay, this might be a good year. If UCF football can't do anything, at least the basketball is shaping up to be solid. I mean, how did the Heat do? Because we're still waiting kickoff. Heat lost to Minnesota. Okay. All right, kickoff underway here soon. Going to another commercial break. Because reasons, I guess. I don't know. Yep, at commercial break as we wait for kickoff. Yep. Oh, that's cool. There we go. Yep, at commercial break. Perplexing to say the least. Yep. Still at commercial break as we await kickoff in this one. We just did the whole ceremony and stuff beforehand. This game, oh yeah, this game was what, like on like NBC Plus or NBC Sports Network, right? Yep. What, the one against Ted McMillan? Yeah, it wasn't a great one, but I kind of get it. It wasn't great though. The refs screwed Carolina over in a ton of other spots throughout that game. Oh yeah, the trip was bad. The trip was absolutely abhorrent. But nothing you can do about it now. Again, the Carolina is still more likely than not to win that division. But honestly, I don't know, man. The Saints have looked really good the past month. It's gonna be it's gonna be interesting. Like Carolina, like yes, the refs completely screwed over Carolina. It seems over the course of that game, but they also had different errors themselves. Like calling the flea flicker late made no sense. One of other sites or whatever. You can only do so much about it now. All right, the Seahawks will get the ball first in this one. We'll see Sam Darnold and this Seahawks offense, who's playing in his second straight win and 1-seed game. He had that case with the Vikings last year. Now with Seattle, as the kickoff is underway, this will be kneeled down in the end zone for a touchback. He'll begin from the 35, pending the penalty. As there's a penalty on the opening kick, it's illegal formation against Seattle. So they'll start this drive from the 30. Still a pretty good field position. Yep, there's the panic pizza. All right, 1st and 10 from their own 30. Darnold and shotgun back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side. First play of the game. Going to be looking to throw. Quick pass right side. Going to be caught for a gain of about 3. That's Rashid Shaheed on the reception. And that's how this one starts. Okay, the game against that game's on ESPN2. All right, so Darnold under center, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the right. Can they hand this off right side of Kenneth Walker? Has some good blocking for a first and a gain of 8. Yep, it is time. Game of the week, game of the year, potentially. A lot on the line. There's a lot on the line in this one. Sam Darnold finds himself in the same game for back-to-back seasons, trying to have a different result in this one compared to last year. And even followed that up with a different result in the playoffs as well. So Darnold under center, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the left. Play action looking to throw. Pressure coming, dump off left side, has some space, past the 45, past the 50, other 45, 40, and down to the 39. Kenneth Walker for a gain of 20. And the Seahawks are moving well on this opening drive. Yeah, just simple halfback screen. Good blocking as well. Yeah, the winner of this game wins the NFC West and gets the 1 seed. So there's a lot riding on this game. Darnold under center, back behind him, 3 receivers to the right. Man in motion, right to left. Ball on the 49er 39. Handoff up the middle for Charbonnet. Gets past the 35 to the 33. Yeah, hopefully it is. Although that game last year was still like relatively solid from what I remember. Even though weirdly enough, I don't believe I was live with that game, which sounds weird. Was I? I don't remember. It's been a year. I don't. That's still wrong. Darnold under center, back behind him too, receiving options to each side. Gonna hand this off up the middle once again, and that's stuffed at the line for no gain. Nothing going on that for Zach Charbonnet. Let's see. No, I think I was. Yeah, I was live with it. Oh yeah, it was 31-9. Yeah, it was not great. Because like last year, wintertime was I did not do a lot of games, unlike this year. So I'm happy I made that change. Darnold in shotgun, back to his left. He receiving options to each side, looking to throw in 3rd and 4. Pressure coming, pass left side, caught for the first and more, pass to 25 and down to about the 23. It's it's Eric Saubert on the reception, and the Seahawks are inside the 49er 25. All right, looking well. All right, Darnold under center, back and fullback behind him, 1st and 10 from the 24. Handoff right side for Kenneth Walker, gonna cut back over the middle, cut back over towards the middle, gets inside the 20 to the 16. It's a gain of 8, and the Seahawks are in the red zone for the first time today. All right. Second and 2 now. Darnold under center, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the left. Handoff up the middle, gonna have space for the first as he works his way to about the 10. Is Zach Charbonnet on the carry? The Seahawks have 1st and goal from the 10. Just primarily focusing on the ground. I like it. So 1st and goal. 9:50 to play in the first quarter and counting. Darnold under center, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the right, 10 in motion right to left. Darnold looking to throw. Has time, pass, end zone right side is incomplete, and there's a penalty. Looking for JSN in the end zone. They're going to say DPI against the 49ers to make it 1st and goal from the 1. Yeah, he's holding his arm back. He's holding his right arm back the entire time. Nice. All right, 1st and goal. 9:37 to play in the first. A great opening drive so far from Seattle. M&Ms are up there. Standard like chocolate, like Hershey's candy. Those are good. Sour Patch Kids I liked for a long while. Don't have as much anymore. Darnold under center. Gonna play action and look to throw. Has time. Now pressure comes and sacked at the 13. Tatum Bethune gets the sack. And that's just unfortunate. I mean, it looked like maybe Darnold had someone near the front pylon on the right side, but maybe there's a defender ready to crash on it. Yeah, if he throws that quick enough, Charbonnet is wide open near the front pylon. That's a bad miss from Darnold.
The baked Lay's barbecue was my favorite for so long, but they recently changed the formula with it, and it's just not the same. Darnold handoff right side for Charbonnet, gonna get to about the 7. So now I'll probably say like the baked Cheetos. Those are good, but I don't really. I do. I eat those a little bit more often than candy, but still not to the same degree. Go from like years ago, they used to make baked Doritos. Those were fantastic, and for some reason they stopped, and I don't know why. I think all they did was they just changed the branding of those and made them the low fat or the reduced fat ones. But I just those aren't like properly like on sale at Walmart or Publix. It seems. I've never been a massive fan of Skittles. Like they're fine, but I kind of if I'm gonna have stuff like that, I prefer M&Ms. As the Seahawks call their first timeout, they're not gonna get this snap off in time for 3rd and goal. It's a 3rd and goal from roughly the 8. You get down this far. You got down to the 1 yard line. Can't be wasting this opportunity this early. Recently it's been popsicles. In part because like I could feel my throat getting sore and my voice kind of waning, so that helps with that. Handoff up the middle for Zach Charbonnet, and then only get about 3 up to the 5. Not enough. It's a 4th and goal coming up. Yeah, I've kind of like I've stopped like the proper snacking on stuff recently. In part because with like college and the classes and all that, I don't really have time. Yeah. Alright, they're gonna keep their offense on the field. 4th and goal from the 4 yard line. Darnold in shotgun, back to his right, 3 receivers to the left. Play clock winding down to get the snap off in time. Darnold pass, end zone is off the mark and incomplete. Looking for Cooper Kupp. They wanted a penalty, none thrown. And the Seahawks get down to the 4 yard line before stalling out. Rough way to start this game. We'll see Brock Purdy and his 49er offense up next. Oh, I don't really snack on stuff during games. I mean, when I like before I started going live with them, it would be like the chips and all that, but not since I started going live, like I don't really snack on anything during them. I make sure to eat beforehand. I either eat beforehand or eat afterwards, depending on what times the game start at. I had a slice, like a relatively big slice of pizza, and some garlic knots. That's all I really had time for. Yeah, garlic knots are great. Oh, it kind of does depend on the place. Like some places put way too much garlic on them, and at that point, I'm just like they lost me with it. But yeah, still that commercial break as we await the first 49er drive for the game. I haven't really tried Domino's garlic knots yet. Most places I get garlic knots from are like local places. But yeah. All right, just getting back from commercial break. 7:23 to play in the first. Again, that was a great 12 play over 7-minute drive from the Seahawks that just stalled out in the red zone. In part because, again, Darnold missed a wide open guy on first down, but it's a local, like a very local place that makes some really good ones. So I'm not gonna exactly say the name, but yeah. Although they are closing apparently can be closing soon, which sucks. Things do not stay open long around me. Handoff up the middle for the first play of the game for the 49ers is CMC for about 2. You can 100% have too much garlic. Is Dave's hot? No, Dave's hot chicken isn't really fast food. They don't have like a drive-through or stuff like that. Um, I don't know. Probably like Burger King, I guess. I don't really have fast food that often. Purdy pass left side going to be caught for a gain of about 4, maybe 5. We can say a gain of 4 is Kyle Juszczyk on the reception. So 33 coming up. I mean, like, unless you count like Dunkin' as fast food, that probably would be my favorite because it's easy. It's easy for breakfast after class. Just restaurant, Dave's Hot Chicken. I know not technically like also a restaurant, but like Dave's Hot Chicken is fantastic. For a period of time, it was bento, and it's just the bento near me kind of went downhill. Purdy pass right side gonna be off the mark and incomplete. Looking for Juwan Jennings. The 49ers go 3 and out on their opening drive, and will punt from roughly their own end zone here. Oh yeah, Purdy was expecting that. Purdy was expecting the route to go more towards the sideline. Jennings kind of stood up there. All right, the punt comes off clean. Going to be returned beginning from the 39. Shaheed with space past the 45 and down to about the 49. So the Seahawks will start from their own 49-yard line. There is also a penalty down now as well that might be pushing them back. No, it's a face mask against San Francisco. So tack on 15 to the end of the return. The Seahawks are going to have excellent starting field position at the 49er 35-yard line. Oh yeah, that's a clear face mask. All right, it's going to be excellent starting field position for Seattle. But first, a commercial break. All right. Yep, at commercial break. At commercial break. At commercial break. So far through 2 drives of this, I am liking these San Francisco uniforms. The helmet, maybe I kind of need to wait a bit for the helmet, but just the jersey and the pants. It's nice. All right, just coming back from commercial break. They're showing some great matchups between these two teams through the years. The 2013 NFC Championship game, the wild card game from a few years back. It's weird for two teams that are only like so relatively recently becoming like proper rivals. They've had some great matchups throughout the years. Darnold under center, back and fullback behind him. Handoff right side for Kenneth Walker, gonna get about 3. All right, 2nd and 7 coming up. Probably Rams Seahawks from a few weeks ago. Either that. Super Bowl 52 was great between the Patriots and Eagles. Rams Chiefs back in 2018 was great. Darnold looking to throw in 2nd and 7. Pass left side, caught by JSN for a gain of 5. I didn't really like pay attention during Minneapolis Miracle. I didn't really watch that game. The 13-second game between the Chiefs and Bills was also great a few seasons ago. All right, 3rd and 2. Darnold under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Receiver in motion left to right. As Darnold gonna hand this off up the middle. And there's space for Charbonnet. Bouncing now left side. Inside the 10, the 5. Zach Charbonnet is in a 27-yard touchdown run. The Seahawks strike first with 4:29 to play in the first quarter. And that's how the scoring gets started. All right. Let's keep this up. Yeah, not pretty much no 49er along that left side. Good cutback from Charbonnet. Great block from AJ Barner to set that edge and give Charbonnet space to just outrun his defender. All right, so the extra point is up and right down the middle. 7-0 lead for Seattle early. All right, that's a really good start to this one. And we head to a commercial break. All right, at commercial break. Nice. At commercial break. Yeah, I do like these 49ers uniforms. That also just reminded me. I'm still wearing my Buccaneers jersey. That's not supposed to be the case. There we go. Again, the joys of having like no time in between games is forgetting what jersey you're supposed to have on. There we go. Yeah, I mean the 49ers have been using those stylized numbers for years. I mean, pretty much since Montana, maybe even earlier. They've been using them for a long while. Because we are now like 2 months away from the start of the UFL season. So for games where I don't have a specific jersey for at this point, I want to wear the UFL/XFL one as a way to like symbolize that. Yeah, Bears Dino was great. No, by Montana, I mean Joe Montana. That's like since '79. Again, probably started it earlier though. Kickoff underway, going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. 49ers begin from the 35. Yeah, best road records for coaches in the first 2 seasons. Mike McDonald, 14-2 in that. The Oilers are now the Tennessee Titans. Yeah, again, last week's Bears 49ers was great. But I'm always gonna lean to a game that has a ton of like memorable defensive moments. Purdy gonna hand this off up the middle for McCaffrey, and that's a gain of about a yard or so. Yeah, so the Houston Oilers became the Tennessee Oilers in '97, and then they became the Tennessee Titans in '99. Which I'm not a massive fan of the Tennessee Titans branding. I think they should have stuck with the Tennessee Oilers. I know it doesn't make a lot of like geographical sense, but when has that ever stopped a team before? Look at the Jazz. Purdy looking to throw in 2nd and 8. Pressure coming and sacked. Gonna be a loss of roughly a yard or so. Derek Hall on the sack. And it's a 3rd and long coming up for San Francisco. All right, 3rd and 9. Purdy in shotgun, back to his right, looking to throw. Pressure coming. Purdy sidesteps, throwing right side. Gonna be caught, but not enough for the first. Stood up a yard shy is Jawan Jennings for the gain of 8. And with ball on their own 44, a 4th and 1. The 49ers will send this one away. It is a 3-and-out on back-to-back drives. Waterboy's a good movie. It's just, it's a good movie, but I prefer others. Punt comes off clean, fair caught at the 18. Seahawks will begin from there. And we head to a commercial break. At commercial break. Seattle has a perfect opportunity on this drive. Get out to an early 2-score lead, and just with you and with how their defense has been playing, just be able to ride with that. Yep, at commercial break. Yeah. What's up? This was still that commercial break. Are they even a prime college market? No, I'm kidding. Maybe at some point the UFL will expand out there. I'm not sure though. There's still like they still have other issues going on right now with just their own stuff. Because like Birmingham might be on the move at some point, depending on how attendance does this year. They still need to go back to Michigan. Who knows how Houston's going to be doing this year after a. The Houston team on the field did well in the back half of last season, but like just the attendance wise for Houston wasn't great last year. We'll see kind of how it changes this year. Yeah, because there's nothing else to do out there. Darnold under center, back and fullback behind him. 1st and 10 from their own 18. Handoff up the middle for Kenneth Walker, who has space. Good block, and Kenneth Walker past the 35 to the 38. It's a gain of 20. And the Seahawks are moving. Darnold under center, back behind him too, receiving options to each side, 10 in motion left to right. Handoff to Walker once again. He's going to find space for a yard. Yeah, because you are one of the most landlocked states in the U.S. Pretty sure you are the most landlocked, technically. If we get really specific about the amount of states that border Nebraska, I think there's like 11 is what we came up with, or what we figured out like a year or so ago at this point. Yeah. Garland in shotgun, back to his right, two receiving options to each side. 2nd and 9, looking to throw. Has time, pass left side, caught by a wide open JSN, pass midfield to the 49. It's a gain of 12 and another first down pickup for the Seahawks. As the first quarter is winding down to an end, we need at least one more play here before the end of the quarter. In a game that has been all Seattle so far. All right, so Darnold under center, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the left. 1st and 10 from about midfield. Gonna hand this off up the middle, and that's a gain of maybe a yard for Zach Charbonnet, not much else. And this is gonna let the clock run down to the end of the first if they so choose. Darnold under center, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the right. And that's the same false start against Seattle. Yeah, false start against Seattle, and now that'll be the end of the first quarter. All right, so 15 minutes in the books. Seahawks lead by 7 and are in firm control of this game. It's going to be a 2nd and 15 when we get back from commercial break. Who are they? I see it, but that's dumb because they're going like they're shifting position. Like they were shifted into like proper formation there, and that's weird. Yep, at commercial break for the end of the first quarter. At commercial break. What did you send me? Yep, that's not wrong. That is indeed not wrong. Now that Buccaneers logo in Saints colors does not look right. The Panther looks fantastic, but the Buccaneer does not look good. That's if I even go live with that game, and the answer is still probably no. Mainly because I don't have enough of these images to be able to properly make the graphics with. Yeah, I mean, I could probably make these myself pretty easily as well. It seems like they're just replacing the primary colors. Yeah, that honestly, I would not be surprised if that Carolina Panther logo with the Falcons colors is just a high school logo. And then again, that looks pretty cool. Honestly, I might make that in the team builder at some point. It does look really nice. It's still it's up in the air because I have something planned for tomorrow morning. If I get back in time to where I can reasonably like make all the graphics and have enough time to do other stuff I want to do, then we will. But if not, it'll be Dolphins Patriots and Sunday Night Football. It's the 2 games tomorrow. Darnold in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receiving options to the right. 2nd and 15, looking to throw. Has time, pass left side, caught by JSN, makes one-man miss and has space. Pass to 45 and still going. The 20, 15, 10, 5, JSN is in the end zone, or did he step out? He never stepped, no, that's close if he stepped out. Yeah, his heel steps out to 37. Either way, it's a pickup of 17 for JSN, and the Seahawks are right back into enemy territory. Darnold under center, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the right, 1st and 10 from the 37. Handoff right side for Charbonnet, has space up past the 30 and brought down near the 26. He'd be another 1st down pickup for Seattle. All right. I'm still thinking about what jerseys to get for the NFC West. I already know that like whatever Seahawks player I get is gonna be their home throwbacks. It's just from there I have no idea. Darnold under center, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side, faking it right and looking to throw. Has time, not gonna roll back left, has some good blocking, pass right, no, not pass right side, I mean. Gonna be incomplete. It was a fake left. It was a fake right, rolled left, rolled back right, either way, incomplete. 2nd and 10. Yeah. No one's really open there. I'm thinking about it. And it won't be for a little bit until I get the Seahawks jersey though. Darnold under center, back and fullback behind him. Gonna hand this off right side for Kenneth Walker, and that's gonna be a loss of about 4, back to the 30. I'm not really like, dude. I'm not too keen on getting players that are like longevity for those teams. It's more so just guys that I like. Like obviously there's some hint of like longevity for a team, but for the most part, it's just like was do I like watching that player go? Uh, well, I have a Ray Lewis jersey for the Ravens, but that doesn't really count. And I have a Bo Jackson for the Raiders, but again, count maybe. Darnold quick pass left side of Kenneth Walker can only get about a yard. No, for the most part, it's like guys are like still there. Mainly because I've gotten all of these within the past 2 years. Yeah, if you're not counting retirees, then no. I've gotten all of these in like the past 2 years. So like they're still there. All right, so out comes Jason Myers for the 47-yard kick to make this a 10-point game. From the left hash, kick is up, and he pushed it to the right. It's no good. It remains a 7-point Seahawk lead with 12:28 to play in the first half. Current player? Probably the TJ Watt jersey. It's either like if it's just talking about the players, it's either the TJ Watt or the Mike Evans, the Buccaneers one. If it's like actual jersey design, it's the Patriots rivalry uniforms. I love how that looks. I hate that the Patriots have such a good looking uniform, but it is really nice. Yep, at commercial break after the missed field goal from Jason Myers. I don't have an RJ Harvey jersey yet. I want to get one at some point. I'm just waiting for the right time. I don't really have like the space in my other setup to get more jerseys to like hang on the walls and stuff. So I need to wait till like I'm out of there. So that way I can start like filling the closet that's to my left with them. And like properly hanging them there. Which there's not a lot of space on that look at that for. I could probably get a new dresser if I need to. Create more space. Yep, at commercial break. Just UCF. He went to UCF. I'm a UCF fan for college. And like watching him at UCF was just beautiful. And then just like seeing the way he runs as well. Great. Because Seattle just missed a field goal. Jason Myers missed from 47 yards out. So the Niners would be the 49er ball at about the 20, their own 34-ish. I missed the commercial timer as well. Yep, 49er ball on their own 37. Purdy quick pass left side, caught by Kittle, has space past the 40 and down to the 43. All right, 2nd and 4, 12 minutes to play in the first half. The reason why Netflix can do a commercial timer is because like that's a very like set time that they do commercials because they run everything. For like regular TV networks, it's more up in the air about how long commercials can last. Purdy quick pass right side, caught by McCaffrey, up past midfield to about the 48, enough for a first down, as the 49ers are past midfield for the first time today. like there's a range that commercials can be during for like ABC, CBS, and all those, but it's never like properly set in stone. Purdy play action looking to throw. Pass right side, caught by Jennings. Going to be brought down behind the line for a loss of 1. It's Tyreek Woolen on the tackle for loss. But yeah, I love the commercial timer that Netflix has. It is great. I'm shocked that Amazon Prime doesn't have one. Maybe they do, just not for the Twitch broadcast that I use, but whatever. Purdy in shotgun, back to his right, 3 receivers to the left. 2nd and 11. Gonna be looking to throw once again. Some time pass over the middle is incomplete. What a hit to force that ball loose. Purdy was looking for Juwan Jennings, and he's slow to get up afterwards as well. What a hit from Drake Thomas to force that ball loose, and it'll be a 3rd and 11 coming up. All right, 3rd and 11. Jennings was able to walk off over to the sideline under his own power. Great to see that. But a 3rd and 11. Purdy in shotgun, back to his right, 2 receivers to each side. Gonna motion McCaffrey out wide to the left. Purdy looking to throw. Gonna step up and take it himself. Purdy with space up past the 45, past the 40, and not enough for the first. They say to the 39. Needed the 38. Because he wasn't down for that long. There's like a specific time limit that like if a player is down for this amount of time, you send it to a commercial break for the injury timeout. If they get down, they're shaken up, but get up pretty quickly. They just get them to the sideline and go for and keep playing. 4th and 1, the offense is staying on the field. Purdy in shotgun, and there's gonna be a challenge. What's the challenge? What? Oh no, it's just Seattle calling their 2nd timeout. Okay, that why the I guess you throw the challenge flag to get their attention, then you call a timeout, but that's weird. I mean, yeah, there's nothing to challenge there. He's already marked short. He threw the challenge and then called timeout. Okay, that's weird. Oh yeah, Purdy did step out, probably shorter than the 4th and 1. Probably could have challenged that. Yeah, it would have been short either way, so it wouldn't have mattered. Alright, that's fair. So Purdy under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Play action looking to throw. Pressure coming. Purdy trying to find something. Pass left side is incomplete. Looking for Kyle Juszczyk. It's Tyreek Woolen in Tyreek Woolen in coverage. So it's a turnover on downs for the 49ers. Seahawks will get the ball from their own 39. That could have been picked off. But we head to a commercial break with it. They're okay, cool. They're just playing humble in the commercial break. I'm down with it. Yep, at commercial break. Oh, an American. This is my first time seeing an American Idol commercial in a long while. Yep, at commercial break. At commercial break. Just as a way, like if someone comes in and they see me like being silent and looking down, they can hear that we're at a commercial break and they're like, okay, that's why there's not like not much there's not much else going on. It's just a way to kind of like try and like try to like have as little dead air as possible, but during a commercial break sometimes it's hard to do that. Unless there's unless in the middle of a conversation, so or like unless like something really like weird happened during the game. All right, just coming out of commercial break, 1st and 10 for Seattle from their own 39. 9:35 to play in the first half. The Miami Miracle is up there. Miami beating the Jets in, what was it, 22 to make the playoffs, and McDaniel's first year was great. Beating the Bills that same year was also really fun. Darnold looking to throw, pass right side, going to be caught for a first and more. Past the 45 and down to about the 42 for Jackson Smith and Jigba. Continuing on his fantastic season with some more great plays in this one. It's 1st and 10 at the 49er 42. That's a great throw from Darnold. Perfectly placed on the money. All right, so Darnold under center. Back behind him. Back and fullback behind him. Handoff left side for Zach Charbonnet. He has space to the 40, a gain of 2. So 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd and 8. Fifth QB in NFL history to win 13 plus games in 2 straight seasons. Hey, that's all cool and whatever. Is this the first time a quarterback has had 2 straight seasons of the final week of the season being for the 1 seed in the division? Because it is impressive how that's happened for Sam Darnold twice. Darnold under center, back behind him. Handoff up the middle for Kenneth Walker, gonna work his way to about the 36. So a 3rd and 4 coming up. 8 minutes to play in the first half. Third and 4. Yeah, they're talking about the NFC South situation now in the broadcast. Which that's gonna be interesting. That was a different Jets game. In the intro is the one from last year where they Miami won in overtime. The one I'm talking about was my junior year of high school. Darnold gonna keep it himself on 3rd and 4 and gets enough for the first, sliding down at the 31 to gain of 5. Yeah. Because most situations for like the 1 seed don't really come down to like final game of the season type like this. Also not for the division. It's where that two teams in the same division are competing like this late in the season. Well, as D Winters is still to get up after that one, and yeah, we're gonna head to a commercial break for an injury timeout. Yeah, no, yeah, the one I'm talking about, T Fox. It was like 2022, because I was at that game. We had season tickets for that game, and yeah, it was 22 because that was when we were sitting in the lower bowl. It was not a great game, but man, like, it was fun to see us because it was Miami won that game, and then they show like another game on because we needed some team to lose. I forget. So it was just nice to celebrate that. He might be the first. Like to actually figure that out is gonna it's gonna be tough because also it was also the fact that it's with two different teams, which is really impressive. Yep, at commercial break. Be first and 10 for Seattle from the San Fran 31. This Sunday ticket commercial. All right, just getting back from commercial break. 7:17 to play in the first half. Yeah, so Winter is able to walk off the field under his own power and get to the medical tent. That's a good sign there. Hopefully nothing too severe, and hopefully he can be back in this one soon, as he's a very big piece for this 49ers defense. And they're already dealing with a ton of injuries. That's just that defense as well. Darnold under center, back behind him. Two receiving options to each side. Man in short motion on the right side. Gonna hand this off up the middle, and there's space for Kenneth Walker to about the 25. Gain of 6. 2nd and 4 coming up. 6:50 to play in the half. Second and 4. He's the first. That would make sense, yeah. Darnold under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Handoff right side. Gonna have space for the first up to the 20. It's Kenneth Walker on the carry. And there is a penalty down on this one. It is holding against Seattle. Going to be called against Gray Zabel, the rookie guard. Give me a 2nd and 14 coming up. Yeah, another guy I wanted Miami to draft. He went like 5 picks after Miami because we picked Kenneth Grant instead. Yep. Yeah, Zabel, one of 12 rookies to start every game. He's been great for Seattle. Darnold looking to throw. Pass left side, going to be caught, and that's a gain of about 5 for A.J. Barner. Yeah, I'm going to be covering the draft. I'm going to do a stream for the draft as well. Again, similar to last year, it'll most likely be the case where I do both day 1 and day 2 live. Assuming that the UFL still has Friday night games like they did last year. But yeah, there's going to be a dedicated stream for day 1 of the draft. Day 3 will be on in the background as the UFL has Saturday games. So like I'm going to be live during it, but I won't be like paying as much attention to it. Darnold pass left side towards the end zone is incomplete. Looking for JSN into double coverage in the 4th and 6 coming up. The Seattle drive stalls out in thanks to that holding penalty. Yeah, JSN has him initially, but the safety does a good job motioning over top to be able to make a play on that. Plus, the ball was a tiny bit underthrown. All right, a 45-yard kick for Jason Myers. He just missed from 47. This one from 45 in the left hash. Kick is up, and this time it is through. Seattle takes the 10-point lead with 5:19 to play in the half. April 24th, I want to say. April 23rd. It's the 23rd to the 25th. Oh, no, yeah, you can't fully blame Gray either. Again, he's been playing great for him. He's been playing great as a rookie, so making one mistake there, it's fine. As long as don't make too many of those. All right. Yeah, I'll be live on day 3, but I won't be covering it the same way I will day 1 and a little bit of day 2. Yeah, the UFL season begins March 27th and it runs till about June. At least that's how it was the past 2 years. The schedule might be a little bit different for the UFL this year, but yeah, it's gonna run for more than a month. Yeah, it'd be March 27th till probably roughly like June 14th. I would imagine UFL goes on for. If they stick to the 10-week season with 2 rounds of the playoffs like they did the past 2 years. We'll find out more about the UFL scheduling. There's no bye week for the UFL. Yeah, because there's too little teams that have a bye week for it, so they just do 10 weeks. Oh, yeah, commercial for the Scrubs reboot. That's cool. Yeah, no, they don't take time off with that. Yeah, again, the casual fan only watches like day 1. Day 2 is like there's still some that watch it, but for the most part, it's like eh. Wait, again, no, it's a case of you're never gonna be able to beat the NFL, so why not just say screw it and put them on anyway? Like there's not really a reason behind like trying to, because the UFL can't afford to take that time off. Kickoff is going to bounce out of bounds. So the 49ers will begin from the 40. Like the UFL can't afford to take a week off like that. They're still a young league. You have to be able to try and maximize stuff. So 1st and 10, Purdy and shotgun back to his left. 3 receiving options to the left as well. Play action looking to throw. Pass back left side, going to be caught, but brought down well behind the lines. George Kittle on the reception. It's Nick Eman-Worry on the 6-yard tackle for loss. So it'll be a 2nd and 16 coming up for San Fran. 2nd and 16. Purdy in shotgun, back to his right, looking to throw. Has time, pass right side, going to be caught to about the 39. A 3rd and 11 coming up. 4:25 to play in the half. So third and roughly 10. 3rd and a long 10. Purdy in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. Looking to throw once again. Pressure coming. Purdy steps up and avoids it. Pass left side, going to be caught with space for Jawan Jennings. And going to be out of bounds near the 48, 47-ish, somewhere around there. Either way, it's a first down pickup and a gain of roughly 12. Yep. So Purdy under center, back behind him. Handoff up the middle for Brian Robinson. Going to have space past the 45 and down to about the 42. So 2nd and 4 coming up. All right. Second and 4. 2:50 to play in the first half. Purdy under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. Play action looking to throw. Pressure comes quick. Pass right side, caught by Kittle. That's enough for the first up to the 37. Somehow they get 5 out of that. First and 10. Purdy in shotgun, back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. Shift in the back to his right. And there's the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Seattle leads by 10. The 49ers having one of their better drives of the game so far, though. So we'll see if they can capitalize. They get ball to begin the second half as well. So a chance to double up here. But first, a commercial break. First, a commercial break. Yep, and commercial. This is already for. Oh yeah, damn! It's already 9:15. It does not feel like it's gone that far. Yep, at commercial break. Yeah, Falcons Saints tomorrow is not going to be like in a shootout type of game. Oh, it was another night of Whalers versus Nordiques throwbacks? Hell yeah. Still at commercial break as we are at the 2-minute warning. All right, just getting back from commercial break. 2 minutes to play in this one. 49ers have the ball on the Seattle 37. Down by 10. So Seattle only has one timeout now at this point. So Purdy under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. 49ers have all 3 timeouts, so they can do this however they want. Handoff up the middle for McCaffrey, gonna get about 2 or 3. That's how they're gonna start this off. 1:50 to play in the first half. And it's gonna like watching football and I don't like commercials. San Fran gonna double reverse flea flicker here. Pass right side from McCaffrey. He's gonna get about 6. Sure. That was Kittle on the reception? Either way, sure. Double reverse flea flicker. Why not? 3rd and 3 coming up. And also, most of the time, it's like I'm reading something on my phone. So it's kind of just like doing it kind of mindlessly. Purdy and shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 2 receiving options to the right. Purdy looking to throw. Has some time. Gonna step up. And gets tripped up and sacked for a loss of a yard. And the Seahawks will call their final timeout. So the 49ers have a choice to make now. Yeah, just nowhere for that. Seattle does a good job just finding a way to knock him down one way or another. So 4th and 3. What do the 49ers choose? Ideally, probably try to make this just a 1-score game, so that way, can you get the ball to begin the half? Yeah, here comes out Eddie Pinheiro to make this a 1-score game. Most likely entering the half. There will be some time left for the Seahawks here, but at the very least, to put the 49ers on the board, a 48-yard kick. The ball is centered well. Kick is up. And it is good. 49ers are on the board. Down by 7 with 1:06 to play. The Seahawks will have a chance to extend this lead before the half, but with not a lot of time and no timeouts, we'll see if they can get it done. A 1:06 to play. A 1:06 to play. Just Aikman talking about the importance of getting a first round bye. And there is some truth to that. Obviously, the more important thing is to just win the division. Division winners have a much higher chance of making the Super Bowl. Hold on, this is a kickoff underway, going to be returned beginning from the 1. Face up past the 25, past the 30, down to the 35 for Rashid Shaheed. Seeing a report about Kevin Stefanski could be traded. That would be funny. They don't want to fire him, so they trade him. It's happened before. Coaches have been traded before. All right, 1 minute of play exactly. You can trade head coaches. Yeah, it's very uncommon because you might as well just fire them if they're not doing well. But you can trade them. Darnold looking to throw in 1st and 10, and time expires. Sacked back at their own 29. And this clock's going to be let to run. Yeah, he's like, most of the time, trading head coaches happens when a coach like Sean Payton was traded to Denver. That's because he was retired for a season. The Saints still owned his rights. So the only way the Saints were gonna let him sign elsewhere was if he was going to get traded. Darnold quick pass left side for AJ Barner. And this clock's gonna run to halftime. Yeah. Darnold and shotgun, yep, they're gonna send this at a half. I mean, in theory you could, but again, more often than not, a head coach gets traded because they retired. Then all of a sudden they wanted to come back, but not to the team that they were previously coaching for, because either they already have a solid head coach, or they just don't want that. They just don't want him back. So then they get traded elsewhere. Yep. At halftime, the 49ers get ball to begin the second half. And that's very fair. I feel like most people would. I think there's some reports and like some like Dolphins fans are like, if Stefanski's available, like does Miami move? Does Miami and Cleveland just swap head coaches? Like at that point, might as well just trade them. You could probably get something out of that. Yeah, I'm seeing the comparison between these uniforms and the 49ers black uniforms of the past. These are so much better. Yeah, Jets fans as well getting on that. If Stefanski gets let go, they should take him out. I do agree. I think Stefanski over in the Jets could work. Nah, you wouldn't trade Tua for Stefanski. I again, you trade Tua, you try and get picks out of it. Also, I don't think the Browns would want Tua. It's a weird spot. Again, on Monday. On Monday, at some point Monday. I'm not sure exactly when. On Monday, there should be a video about just like what Miami can do going forward, like a season recap type of thing. Yep. Hey, see, Seattle is looking pretty solid for its first half of play. Obviously, it sucks that Jason Myers missed that kick, but defense is playing well. Offense is moving the ball well. See, Seattle is looking good. Under 11 minutes to go in halftime. That's fair. Yeah, he pushed it to the right a bit too much, trying to counteract that wind. It's unfortunate, but again, it's a rare miss for Jake Myers or Jason Myers. You'll take it. You'll deal with it when it comes, and again, you still lead, so you're fine. Marshawn Lynch is a guest during the second half of the Manning cast. That's gonna be nice. I saw that Jameis Winston was on for the first half. Sure. That was something. $9.50 to go in the half. In halftime. At halftime. I mean, he's looked good aside from that one play on the opening drive where he took a sack instead of hitting Charbonnet in the flat. Because like Charbonnet is open there. It's just a bad miss from Darnold. Not one. I don't think it's one that I think he'll miss again though, if given the opportunity. Yeah, again, for like 95% of this game, Darnold has looked really good. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, that's all that matters. Playing well enough. Just again, ideally should be able to get it done. So we'll see. Yeah, Seattle defense looking great right now, making this San Fran offense that is looking near unstoppable the past 2 weeks. Look pretty stoppable. Yeah, it's been great. Talking about the CFP now. And now here's highlights from Carolina, Tampa. Yeah, I'm just going for CFP. Yep, and NFC South comes down to tomorrow. Oh, you go pull report about some of the stuff. Oh, the receiver creates separation more than 1 yard down the field. Yeah. This is the wrong penalty we want to pull report on, but cool. There's more in here. The initial will be complete and down judge saw that the pass was played backward. Yeah. No replace this was used. Oh, so it's because okay, so I guess for the backwards pass, which is the one that's like the most egregious from that probably could have been like a massive play for Carolina at the time they desperately needed massive plays. If Rico Dowdle kept running, they could have replayed the down. At least based off of what I'm reading from this pool report. That's crazy. Good. 5 minutes to go in in halftime. And halftime. Oh, cool. Go into a commercial that doesn't even have the ESPN stuff on it, so I can't tell how much time's left. I love it. Jets and Bengals played week 17 back in 20. That's weird. Typically don't see final weeks of the season be against non-divisional foes. All right, 3 minutes to go in halftime. All right, KD is releasing what kind of shoe? Okay. Never thought I was here today where PB&J is a shoe design. Approaching the start of the second half. Two minutes in halftime. In the game to decide the 1 seed. And the NFC West champion. 49ers going to need a much better second half compared to what they got in the first half, considering that yards offensively was not really there for them. Only had just about 70 yards of offense in the first half, compared to the Seahawks damn near 200. Yeah. But what is this commercial I'm seeing? That, no shot. That's a Lily commercial. Oh. Okay, sure. Second half on the way here soon. Yeah. Yeah, now that you have the lead enter in halftime, who cares about the potential outcomes in the divisional round and all that? Just get the job done, get that first round bye, and get healthy for the divisional round. I can't get behind some of KD's shoes. All right, second half on the way here soon. Kickoff coming up. All right. Good luck to Seattle. All right, second half kickoff underway. Going to be returned beginning from the 4 after bobbling the kick. And Brian Robinson only gets to about the 12. And he gets hit pretty awkwardly there. There's a bit of fencing. There's a bit of fencing going on. All right, 1st and 10 for San Francisco from about the 12. First play of the game. First play of the second half for San Fran. Purdy and shotgun. Handoff up the middle for McCaffrey. He's going to have space past the 15 and down to the 17. Gain of 5. And the second half is now properly underway. Cool. Yeah, McCaffrey's role in this half is going to be very important going forward. So 2nd and 5 coming up. Purdy and shotgun back to his left. Going to hand this off up the middle for McCaffrey once again. And that's a gain of about a yard. So 3rd and 4 coming up. Not much going there. Third and 4. 49ers trying to start off this half with a pretty solid drive. They look to cut into this deficit. Purdy and shotgun back to his right. 3 receivers to the right as well. Ball on their own 18. Purdy looking to throw. Has time. Pass right side. Going to be caught along the sideline by Demarcus Robinson. It's up to the 31. Gain of 13, and the 49ers keep the drive going. All right. So 1st and 10 from their own 31. Purdy under center, going to play action and look to throw. Has time, pass over the middle, caught by McCaffrey and brought down near the 38. Gain of 7, a 2nd and 3 coming up. I didn't even realize, the 49ers do not have a custom end zone for these uniforms, and I hate them for that. Every other team has done something for the end zones, even if it's minimal. I guess besides Buffalo. I don't remember Buffalo doing anything, and I hated them for that as well. Purdy under center, play action looking to throw. Pass left side, caught by an open receiver. For the first, is a gain of about 4. It's George Kittle on the reception. So 1st and 10 from the 42 coming up. First and 10. Purdy and shotgun back to his right. 3 receiving options to the left. Ball on their own 42. Purdy handoff up the middle for Brian Robinson. Gonna get about 3. Up to the 45. Second and 7 coming up. Purdy under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Man in motion right to left. 2nd and 7 from their own 45. Purdy play action, looking to throw. Trying to step up and sacked. Back at the 38, it's Jaron Reed. And a 3rd and long coming up. A drive that was moving pretty well. Now all of a sudden faces a third and long to keep going. So 3rd and 13. Purdy in shotgun. Back to his left, looking to throw once again. Has some time. Pass left side is well off the mark and incomplete. There's pressure in his face. Pass intended for Kendrick Bourne, and the 49er drive stalls out. Roughly near midfield is when that drive started to stall. So they'll punt this one away, and Seattle will see the Seattle offense for the first time this half. So 4th and 13, punt comes off clean. Going to be returned beginning from the 18. Shaheed trying to find space up past the 25, past the 30, past the 35, and down to the 37. A great return for Rashid Shaheed. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Seattle with some pretty solid starting field position. And we head to a commercial break. Alright, so at commercial break. We'll see the Seattle offense for the first time this half. All these like the Rookie, 911 Nashville, and all those like shows like it's just pretty much just in how absurd can you get type of show. It's weird. It'll be Seattle ball on their own 37 when we get back from commercial break. This is where I wish we had the commercial timer that Netflix has. Alright, just getting back from commercial break. And they're showcasing what's at stake in this one. The winner wins the NFC West and gets a first round bye in the 1 seed. Seahawks with a loss are guaranteed to be the 5 seed. 49ers with a loss can be either the 5 seed or the 6 seed, depending on what happens with the Rams tomorrow. That Seattle defense huddling up and getting themselves hyped along the sideline while they wait for the offense to do their turn. Darnold under center, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side, going to be looking to throw. Has time, dump off left side, caught by Kenneth Walker for about 2. So that's how the drive starts. Just under 10 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. Second and 8. Darnold in shotgun, back to his left, 3 receivers to the right, ball on their own 39. Man in motion, right to left. Darnold looking to throw. Pressure comes quick. Pass left side. Going to be caught with some blockers for Kenneth Gainwell. Face up past midfield and out of bounds to the San Francisco 48-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Seahawks are into enemy territory already. All right, so Darnold under center, back and fullback behind him. Ball on the San Francisco 48. Toss right side for Kenneth Walker. Has some decent enough blocking to get past the 45 and spinning his way to about the 41 before being stood up. Gain of 8. Might rule him down closer to the 40. So 1st and 10. Darnold under center, back behind him too, receiving options to each side. Handoff up the middle for Kenneth Walker, going to be stood up at the line for no gain. Maybe they give him like half a yard. Either way, a 3rd and short coming up. 7:50 to play in the 3rd quarter, and we have a stoppage here as the Seahawks is still to get up. It is Josh Jones still to get up. It's what their backup left tackle. So now they're going to be relying on their 4th string left tackle. Undrafted rookie out of UCF, Amari. Let me just say it how the broadcast said. Amari Kite. Kight. Yeah, that's not that. It's not Knight. Okay. Yeah, at commercial break due to the injury timeout, as Josh Jones is slow to get up after the play. Seattle losing pieces to that offensive line. At commercial break for an injury timeout. It'll be 3rd and 2 for Seattle when we get back from the commercial break at the San Francisco 40. No, TJ Finley's entering the transfer portal again. So college is getting weird. All right, just getting back from commercial break. It's a 3rd and 2 for Seattle. Big time 3rd down. They're not quite in field goal range just yet. And now they have a practice squad. They have someone they just signed to the practice squad on Tuesday in that left tackle. 3rd and 2. Darnold under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Darnold, handoff right side, trying to find spaces. Zach Charbonnet, not going to be able to. It's a loss of about 5. It's a 4th and 7 coming up. And the Seahawks drive stalls out past midfield. And I imagine the Seahawks will just punt this one away. Yeah, it was a good tackle on that right side. Yep, so out comes the punt unit. See, San Francisco does a good job bending but not breaking on that drive as the punt comes off clean. And going to be fair caught at the 8-yard line. So they'll start from there. 6:47 to play in the third. And we're going to head to a commercial break. At commercial break. San Francisco ball from their own 9-yard line. We'll get back from this commercial break. All right, so I have the weather stuff up from the Tampa game earlier. At commercial break. No shot I'm seeing brawny highlights on my timeline. What is this? All right, just getting back from commercial break. 6:47 to play in the third. '49ers ball on their own 9-yard line. Purdy under center, back behind him. Hand off up the middle for McCaffrey, gonna get it past the 10 to about the 11, maybe the 12, gain of 2 or 3. Continuing the fact that the ground game is not doing a lot for the 49ers tonight. They have a solid run every once in a while, but for the most part, nothing. McCaffrey is leading this team in both receiving and rushing yards at this point. Crazy. Purdy in shotgun, back to his right, 2 receiving options to each side, man in motion right to left. Purdy looking to throw. Has time, pass right side, caught by McCaffrey, and that's a gain of 6. Now they're going to rule it a gain of 5. 3rd and 2 from the 17-ish coming up. Just under 6 minutes to play in the third. They need to get something going here consistently on this possession if they're gonna push this game forward a bit more. So Purdy in shotgun, back to his right, 3 receivers to the left, 3rd and 2 from their own 17, looking to throw. Purdy with some time, pass left side, going to be caught by Demarcus Robinson, but that's not enough for the first as he had to go back to make sure he caught that ball. It's a 4th and 1 coming up, and the 49ers go 3 and out. Yeah, not a great throw from Purdy there. It's well high. It forces Robinson to break back towards the ball. He has the first if that ball is more in line, but he had to go back for it, and thus, yeah, it's a yard shy. So the punt comes off clean. Gonna be fair caught at the 32. Seattle will start from there. The Seattle defense has been on one today. They're playing really well. Been playing some really good football in this. At commercial break. You'll be coming out of commercial break here soon. It'll be 1st and 10 for Seattle on their own 32. After forcing a 3 and out defensively. See if the offense can extend this lead. They're showing a snakes and ladders graphic for Sam Darnold this season. Okay. As we're just coming back from commercial break. Darnold under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Man in motion, left to right. Darnold gonna trip, and the ball comes loose. Seattle falls on it. Darnold trips, still tries to hand it off to Charbonnet. But it comes free, and luckily Charbonnet falls on it. So it's a 2nd and 17. That was nearly a disaster play. But it was nearly a disaster for Seattle, but exactly what San Francisco was looking for. Instead, Seattle catches a break. Darnold in shotgun, back to his left, 3 receivers to the right. 2nd and 17. Darnold looking to throw. Has some time, pass over the middle, incomplete. Looking for A.J. Barner. So 3rd and 17 coming up. 3rd and 17. Darnold gonna toss this right side for Kenneth Walker. Has some blockers in space up past the 40 and fighting his way to the 44. Kenneth Walker, a gain of 19 on 3rd and 17 to pick up the first and keep the drive going. Somehow they moved the chains there. There's a simple crack toss right side and good blocking. And plus Kenneth Walker being tough to bring down one-on-one. Gives that the first. And there's a look at John Lynch, who's not happy with that play. So Darnold under center, back and fullback behind him. 1st and 10 from their own 44. Play action, looking to throw. Darnold passed over the middle, caught by JSN. Up past the 40 and down to the San Francisco 42. Sorry, the San Francisco 37. It's a gain of 19 for Seattle. And they're moving well now on this drive. Yeah, great catch from JSN. Somehow hanging on to that. It was a little bit behind and a little bit high. But JSN, his catch radius is insane. So Darnold under center, back behind him. Play action, looking to throw once again. Pressure coming, dump off right side for Charbonnet, who has space. Inside the 30, stays on his feet, and finally gets out of bounds near the 25. 2:12 to play in the third. The Seahawks are in field goal range, looking to extend this lead. Obviously, finding the end zone would be a lot better in this case. Yeah, just any score at this stage of the game with how your defense has been playing would go a long way. Making this a 2-score game goes a long way to Seattle getting that first round bye. As Tatum Bethune is slow to get up afterwards. So 1st and 10 coming up soon. First and 10. All right, just under 2 minutes to play in the third. Darnold in shotgun, back to his right, 2 receiving options to each side. Ball on the San Francisco 25 is JSN in the backfield. Darnold looking to throw, pressure coming, pass right side, tipped at the line and incomplete. So 2nd and 10 coming up. Darnold in shotgun, back to his right, 2 receiving options to each side, shift in the back to his left. 2nd and 10. Darnold handoff up the middle for Charbonnet, going to get about 2. Not much else. They're going to let this clock run down to about 50 or so seconds before having to snap this ball once more. And then from there, you can probably get this close to the end of the third quarter. Yeah, Seattle has been playing fantastic in this game. Yeah, as long as they do not turn the ball over here on 3rd and 9, they're gonna set themselves up to win this one. Darnold in shotgun, back to his right, looking to throw. Pass left side is off the mark and incomplete. No penalty. And now there's a flag. Rashid Shaheed was looking for one. The penalty comes in late and it's DPI against San Fran. Renardo Green called for the DPI. And yeah, I mean, that penalty should have been thrown a lot sooner than it was. Yeah, it's clear DPI. He gets his arm around the neck. Yeah, it's a DPI. Again, the penalty should have been thrown a lot sooner than that. Yeah, it is a DPI. So Darnold under center, back and fullback behind him. Ball now on the 49er 17-yard line. Darnold handoff up the middle, and that's Kenneth Walker trying to bounce it out right side, but instead going to lose 2. One more play is needed before the end of the third quarter. So 2nd and 12, Darnold under center, back and fullback behind him. Darnold looking to throw, going to shovel this one forward for Charbonnet, who gets past the 15 and down to the 14. It'll be a 3rd and 7 coming up, and that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. 15 minutes remain. The NFC West on the line, the 1 seed and a first round bye on the line. 15 minutes to play. Can Sam Darnold right the wrong that he did last year in Minnesota and actually win this game and get the 1 seed? Or will the 49ers put another stamp on what has been an incredible season with a ton of injuries that they've battled through? And also would mean that they do not have to go on the road at all the remainder of the season. Throughout the entirety of the playoffs, they would not need to leave their homes, which would be a massive advantage to them. 15 minutes to decide. It's a 7-point game, and we're at commercial break first. All right, at commercial break, waiting for the start of the fourth quarter. "15 minutes to play in this one. All right, just getting back from commercial break. 3rd and 7 for Seattle on the San Francisco 14-yard line. And as long as they don't turn the ball over, they're fine. Make this a 2-score game if you can. Under Shanahan, the 49ers are 1-38 when down by 7+ entering the fourth. Darnold in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receiving options to the right. 3rd and 7, first play of the fourth quarter. Darnold looking to throw. Pressure coming, rolling right, dump off right side, caught by Eric Saubert. Gonna only get about a yard, but again, that's fine. 1, he's brought down inbound, so the clock can roll. 2, you make it a 2-score game now. By sending out Jason Myers, a 2-score game with how your defense has been playing is going to go a long way to for you to win this game. So a 31-yard kick from the right hash to make it a 10-point game. Kick is up, and it is right down the middle. Seattle leads by 10. If the defense can make one more stand, even if it's a field goal, and give the offense a chance once again to just keep extending the lead a bit, they're going to be feeling fine. But first, the commercial break. At commercial break. At commercial break. Here we go. Coming back from commercial break, San Francisco get the ball with 4:15-ish to play in the game. As a Seattle defense looking to make just one more stand, as they've been playing really well in this one. Holding a red-hot San Francisco offense to 3 points through 3 quarters of play and just, like 30-ish yards of rushing through 3 quarters of play. Kickoff underway, going to be returned beginning from the 2. Face up past the 15, past the 20, 25, and down to the 30. The 49ers will start from there, seemingly needing a drive on this, needing a drive here. Down by 10, an offense that has not been able to move the ball all too well. You just need something to get the wheels going. Yeah, the 49ers are just over 100 yards of offense, only 5 first downs on the day. Purdy in shotgun, back to his left, 3 receiving options to the left as well. Tight end in motion, left to right. Those 2 receiving options to each side, motion in the back out wide to the right, as Purdy looks to throw. Pressure coming, rolling right, buying time, pass right side, wide open, pass midfield, and out of bounds to the 49 is George Kittle on the reception. Hey, that's a good play to start this off. The question is, how do you build off of it? But it's very rare you're going to get stuff like that throughout this. Purdy in shotgun, back to his right, looking to throw in 1st and 10. Pressure coming. Step into his left, buying time, gonna take it himself and has space up past the 40 to the 39. Another first down for San Francisco. Here we go. Back-to-back plays. They're building something here. A gain of 15 followed by a gain of 11. And they're into Seattle territory, wasting no time at all. So 1st and 10. Purdy in shotgun, back to his left. Gonna hand this off up the middle for McCaffrey, who's gonna find space to the 35. A gain of only about 4. And a 2nd and 6 coming up. Second and 6. Purdy in shotgun, back to his right. Quick throw, right side, going to be caught with space. Up past the 30 and down to about the 26 is Demarcus Robinson on the reception. First and 10, and then there's some arguing, some shouting going along that Seahawks sideline. So 1st and 10. Yeah. Just some rough blocking going on until the sideline. Purdy in shotgun, back to his right, 2 receiving options to each side. Looking to throw once again. Purdy pass, right side, a beautifully placed ball down to the 9-yard line. Jawan Jennings on the reception. They're going to rule him out of bounds at the 10. Beautifully layered pass, and the 49ers are in the red zone for seemingly the first time tonight. Just like that. Yeah, that's placed perfectly. So 1st and goal from the 9. Purdy and shotgun back behind him. Hand off up the middle for McCaffrey. Going to get 2 or 3. Under 11 minutes to play in the game. Second and goal from the 6 now. Purdy in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the left as well. Purdy looking to throw. Has time, pass right side is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 3. Looking for McCaffrey, it goes through his hands and directly to Drake Thomas. And the Seahawks defense kills what was a fantastic 49er drive. The first turnover of the game, the ball gets ever so slightly tipped, but it's still placed there for McCaffrey to catch. It's one he needs to catch. Instead, it's Seattle ball inside their own 5-yard line. It ends up, because of the tip, it ends up going behind McCaffrey. And he kind of just like shovels that ball forward to Drake Thomas. So Darnold under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Handoff up the middle for Zach Charbonnet. He's going to fight his way for about 2. Not much else. game-changing play by that Seattle defense. And now we're going to rule it a gain of 1. 2nd and 9 coming up. Purdy, Darnold under center, looking to throw. Pass left side's wide open for the first. Is JSN up to the 18 just about. So the offense gets some breathing room. So 1st and 10. Darnold under center, back behind him too, receiving options to each side. 9 minutes to play in the game. Handoff up the middle is going to be a gain of about 2 for Zach Charbonnet. Third QB in Seahawks history with 4,000 passing yards and was at 25 touchdowns. Joining in Geno Smith and Russell Wilson, which is kind of crazy to think about. Purdy and Darnold in shotgun back to his left. 3 receiving options to the right. 2nd and 8 from their own 19. Darnold looking to throw. Stepping up, rolling right, buying time. Gonna look to take it himself, gets past the 20 and brought down near the 25. Gain of 6 for Sam Darnold. And a 3rd and 2 coming up. They're still able to kill a good chunk of time here, which is big. And with how the defense has been playing, any amount of each second that goes by gets them that much closer. The defense has been fantastic tonight. Darnold, leave it. Darnold in shotgun, back to his right, 3 receiving options to the left. The 3rd and a long 2. Darnold looking to throw. Pressure coming, pass left side, caught for the first. And brought down at the 30 is Cooper Kupp. And Seattle keeps the clock rolling and keeps the drive going. Oh, and now there's a 49er down on the plays. Tatum Bethune again. The 2nd time he's down on a play. So 7:23 to play in the 4th. And we're gonna head to a commercial break due to an injury timeout. I'll quickly be right back. All right. So that commercial break due to the injury timeout. The 1st and 10 for Seattle with 7:23 to play when we get back. All right, so just coming back from commercial break. A great drive building here for Seattle to try and close this game out. Talking about the college football playoff right now. As Darnold under center, back and fullback behind him. First and 10 from their own 30. Handoff right side for Kenneth Walker. Gonna find space past the 35, past the 40, and down to about the 42. Another first down pickup for Seattle, and the clock is now under 7 minutes to play in the game. 6:55 to be specific, and counting. First and 10. Darnold under center, back behind him, handoff up the middle is Kenneth Walker past the 45, past midfield, and brought down near the San Francisco 48. Kenneth Walker back-to-back picks up of about 11 as they keep the drive going. And they're keeping this clock running, which is the bigger thing. Just keeping things going on the ground. Seattle is killing time. Under 6 minutes to play now in the game. Darnold under center, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side. Man in motion, right to left. Darnold, play action, looking to throw. Has time, dump off over the middle, caught by Charbonnet, who gets past the 45 and down to the 42. Gain of 6, and the clock keeps going. Yeah. Seattle with a win. Gets that 1 seed. Darnold in shotgun, back to his left. 2 receiving options to each side. Ball on the San Francisco 42.5. Handoff up the middle for Zach Charbonnet. He's going to be able to pick up the first and fights forward to about the 36. It's a gain of 6 and another first down pickup. We are at under 5 minutes to play in the game. And counting. Is the fact that it's just a beautiful drive. This has been a beautiful drive for Seattle. They're killing a ton of time. They're running it down San Francisco's throats, which is not an easy thing to do. They're killing time. They're picking up first. This is the exact drive they needed. Darnold under center, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side. Play action, looking to throw, rolling left. Pass left side, high and incomplete. Couldn't get both feet in bounds there, nearly picked off. 2nd and 10 coming up. Probably could have been a defensive holding penalty there against San Fran, but nothing thrown. Looking for JSN, pass was a bit high. And yeah, that's that San Francisco defender only got 1 foot in bounds there. So Darnold under center, back behind him, 2nd and 10. Handoff right side for Kenneth Walker, gonna fight forward to the line of scrimmage for no gain. And now with 4:15 to play, we're gonna have San Francisco call their first timeout before this 3rd and 10 play. Seattle is in field goal range, but again, a field goal keeps this a 2-score game. So that's a good thing there. So 4:12 to play in the game. 3rd and 10 for Seattle. Okay, you want to move a little bit closer. You don't really need to actually get the first here. You're in field goal range, basically. Get closer, make it a bit easier of a field goal, and just go from there. All you need to do. Third and 10. Darnold in shotgun, looking to throw. Has time, stepping up, rolling right. Still looking, pass right side, caught by Cooper Kupp. The 15 and down to the 12. 4 minutes to play. The 49ers call their second timeout. The Seahawks are inside the red zone once again and can still pick up a first before needing to get into the end zone. They have a chance here to kill a ton of time. First and 10 from the 49er 12-yard line. This has been a fantastic drive and a fantastic game from Seattle all around. Defense is the main story. They're playing out of their mind in this one. But the offense, when things are the offense has been able to do their part. They got points on the board. They find the end zone. And now in this stage, when kind of the defense needed them most, almost. They've been on the field quite a bit. Seattle couldn't really quite get an offensive drive fully going. They're on a fantastic drive here to try and seal the game. Darnold under center, back and fullback behind him. Handoff up the middle, and that's going to get down to the 10 for Zach Charbonnet. And the 49ers call their final timeout. Trying to hold them to a field goal here. They're out of timeouts with 3:57 to play in the game. $3:57 to play. Darnold under center, back and fullback behind him. 2nd and 7. Darnold handoff left side for Charbonnet. Spins his way down to the 6. It's a 3rd and 4 coming up. They can get this down to about 3 minutes before having to snap the ball again. Yeah, this has been a beautiful drive from Seattle. Darnold under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Handoff up the middle for Charbonnet. He has space and gonna get close, but not enough. It's a 4th and short, 4th and 1. At the 3-yard line. And Seattle has a choice to make here. They can let this clock get down to about under 2.5 before really having to properly make the decision. I imagine their first instinct is just going to be try and get him to jump off sides. You get him to jump off sides, you can kill even more of this clock and be fine. They're going to go, they're going to line up. AJ Barner under center. It's a 4th and a long one. And there's no movement. This is a timeout or delay of game. It's a delay of game against Seattle. So push them back 5. Give your kicker, a bit more room away from the field goal. If when you're this close, you do want a little bit more distance. So out comes Jason Myers to make this a 13-point game late. With the 49ers having no timeouts yet. The 49er offense has done nothing today, man. Like, Christian McCaffrey only has 23 yards rushing in this. They could have, which is it's a scary thing for the rest of the NFC South for next year, because it's gonna be an interesting one. 26-yard kick from the right hash is up, and he doinks it. He doinks it off the right upright. The 49ers are still somewhat alive. He doinks it off the right upright. The 49ers have a tiny bit of life remaining. It's not a lot because, one, the offense still needs to do something, but they have a bit of life. It's a tough night for Jason Myers. This should be a 19-3 game, but instead it's 13-3. Again, they're up by 10, so they're still fully confident in getting this win. Purdy alone in shotgun, 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Purdy looking to throw. Pressure coming, pass right over the middle is short-armed and incomplete due to the pressure. So it was a 2nd and 10 with 2:16 to play. As long as Seattle gets the ball back at some point in the next 2 minutes and 16 seconds, they're gonna win. Oh, Purdy hits his right hand off of a Seahawks defender helmet. That cannot feel good. Purdy in shotgun, back to his left, looking to throw in 2nd and 10. Has time, pass left side, caught by McCaffrey and brought down inbounds for a gain of 4. It's Nick Emanworry on the tackle there. And that will bring us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in this one. 49ers down by 10 and no timeouts remaining. Two minutes to play in this one. And we head to a commercial break. At commercial break. At commercial break. 2 minutes remain. The ones against San Francisco isn't completely out of it, even though it's a 3rd and 6 coming up from their own 24. And they're down by 10 with no timeouts. But they still got a chance. You know, if you get up the field quick enough, you can get a field goal off. And then you just get the onside kick and get 8 points. Boom, you have the 1 seed. All right, just coming back from commercial break. Last gasp here for the 49ers to avoid having to travel on the road in the playoffs at all. That would include the Super Bowl. Purdy in shotgun, back to his right, 2 receivers to each side. 3rd and 6, looking to throw. Pressure coming. Pass left side is incomplete. Looking for George Kittle. No penalty. 4th and 6. And this will be the play right here. 4th and 6. If they can't convert, the Seahawks will win the NFC West. They will get the first round bye. They will get home field advantage throughout the playoffs in the NFC. Purdy in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receiving options to the right. 4th and 6, looking to throw. Purdy, pressure coming, hit while throwing, incomplete. The Seattle Seahawks are your NFC West champions. There's a minute 51 to play. No timeouts for San Fran. And Purdy is slow to get up afterwards as well as he gets laid out on that play. This San Francisco offensive line that's been rough all night thanks to Trent Williams not being in action finally broke down there. And the Seattle Seahawks get home field advantage through the playoffs. They'll have a first round bye. They will await the outcomes of the wild card game. Yeah, Purdy is shaken up of that. He gets hit hard. He gets hit hard and he gets sandwiched there. His thumb's bleeding now. Yeah, it's just... But he's up. He jogged off the field under his own power. No, I don't think it would be Mac Jones. Purdy seems fine. So all that's left is for Sam Darnold to kneel this one out. The Seattle Seahawks, a 14-3 season, the 1 seed in the NFC, winners of the NFC West, making me look stupid as hell for my offseason prediction of the NFC West. And the Seahawks, with 2 more kneel downs, are going to be hosting playoff games in Seattle once again. Mike McDonald has been one of the best coaching hirings of the past 3 years. The way he has helped this team really turn it around. And again, a defense that, a defense that is up there. So my NFC West was, I had the 49ers as first, Rams as second, Cardinals as third, and Seattle as fourth. I was not expecting Sam Darnold to play this well this year. I was not expecting their defense to be one of, if not the best defenses in the NFL. They're right up there with Houston. I was expecting JSN to kind of struggle at the gate and take some time before being to be the receiver he has been this year. I was so wrong on Seattle, and there's the final kneel down. Your NFC West champions, your 1 seed in the NFC, the Seattle Seahawks. Get it done. They will await the wild card round to wrap up in a week's time before they figure out who they play. They're poised to make a Super Bowl run in their 50th anniversary season. It might. They're playing really well defensively. The offense could definitely, get a bit more consistent. But when this offense is going, there's not an offense better. It's a great season for Seattle. And even if they don't go on a massive run, no matter what happens in the playoffs, this is a great season for Seattle and they have a lot to build off of. But it does feel like you need to capitalize off of just how good this team is this year. So there you have it. 2 more playoff spots remain. Both get decided tomorrow. As well as a bunch of playoff seeding and whatnot. But that'll be it for tonight. I'll be live tomorrow for at least 2 games. Again, I'm not sure if I'll be live for a 1 o'clock game, but definitely at 4:25 for Miami versus New England. And then Sunday Night Football between between Pittsburgh and Baltimore I'll be live with. Hope to see you all there. If not, I'll see you all next time. Have yourselves a damn good one. Peace.